welcome back to another episode of the Admin Explains. My name is Tucker Brown. I'm a fourth year administrator at a high school. This is my second year as an assistant principal. Today we're going to go over the top 5 tips and tricks I have for not only new teachers but veteran teachers as well. Getting right into it. The first thing I want to talk about I think is one of the most important things that we need to consider when going into the next school year is building relationships. Building relationships is a very important aspect of the classroom. If you don't have a relationship with the students, you're going to have a tough year, unfortunately. When it comes to building relationships, there's a few things you can do that are going to help, using the students' names on a daily basis, communicating with them about what is expected of them, and just flat out getting to know your students. The next thing that I want to talk about is the next tip, which is making mistakes. It's okay for teachers to make mistakes, and in fact, we encourage it. We want to show students that them taking a risk is something that we want to see, and the reason we want them to take risks is because we take risks as well. If we play everything safe, it's going to be a tough year. You want to go out and you want to try new activities, and you want to show your students that you can fail too. Not a big deal. The next tip that I have is active engagement in the classroom. Active engagement is an absolute huge milestone for some of our teachers, not necessarily in my building, but from what I see on Twitter or X or just on social media, talking to people that I know in the profession. Sometimes when admin are walking in the hallway, we like to look in the classrooms. And if we see a class that's dead silent, the first thing that goes through my mind is not necessarily learning going on, but they're compliant. Vice versa, when I walk past a classroom and it looks a little chaotic and controlled chaos is going on, I don't think there's not learning going on. When we talk about active engagement, what that means is, are the kids actively participating in a way that's conducive to their learning? If kids are actively engaged in class, they're going to get more out of it. There's going to be more benefit to it. Going to the next tip, it's a very simple concept, but every day is a new beginning. No matter what happened the day before, the week before, the month before, every day is a new start. And if you go into a day, a year, a week with that mindset that every day is a new beginning, it's going to make the stress and anxiety of a potentially rough class a little bit better, because everybody has that opportunity to change. Finally, the last tip that I have for you is you got to take care of yourself. And I've recently talked about this on one of my episodes, but you got to take care of yourself, learn to be selfish, and make an investment into yourself, not just for your mental health, but your physical health as well. If we can be the best versions of ourselves, we then can expect students to be the best version of themselves. And that's a hard thing to do, because teachers spend so much time with students and just other people that aren't their family. Then they go home, they take care of their own family, and when do you have time for yourself? 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, and what does that do to you? It creates burnout, it creates the dread of coming in the next day. But if we can take care of our mental health and physical health, then we are one step closer to being a happier, more effective teacher or leader in the classroom, in the school, than we were previously. But thank you guys for watching this episode of The Admin Explains. Be sure to follow me on Tucker Brown ED on Twitter or X. Be sure to check out the podcast where all podcasts are available: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google. Take time to look at it. Love some feedback, but I hope you took something away from this. Have a great day.